You believe that you can manipulate calf growing that much?
You know, I notice a lot of the bodybuilding steroid users, they still don't build great calves. But
right.
I noticed when I jumped on growth hormone insulin and IGF-1, my calves grew for the first time.
Yeah.
So I think in order to actually build calves, we need to overcome our genetics and how much IGF we had when we were going through adolescence and growing as a child. And so to me, it's kind of a waste of time to try to significantly build calf size without using growth hormone, insulin, and IGF.
I think also that's a very difficult way to grow calves because your genetics are really marked what calves you get. There are, except people that wear fat, they're like walking all the time with a lot of weight, and if they lose weight, they are still great calves.
Yeah.
Did you see that also?
Yeah, people, that's right, people who are
that's
fat
really curious.
And they're every step that they take during the day is building their calves.
So if you want to have nice calves, you have to be fat as a child, about 10 or 15 years, then you have to lose weight. Or, and this is more interesting,
wear a vest with weights on it all the time.
Yeah.
You could also, the way you walk on a daily basis, you can put the load on your calves by walking more on the ball of your foot instead of the heels. But it's a lot of work. It's like every time you walk, you have to consciously shift the weight to the ball of your feet. But I do believe if every day you're doing thousands of steps on the ball of your foot, I think then your calves will also grow.
But I think you said something very important because of the IGF and the growth hormone while being a kid or growing up. I guess most of them have been fat in their childhood. And because of that, they have growing calves. I guess when you start doing that now, they can't grow that much, they just will develop.
Right, right.
And so the IGF thing is very interesting for me also. Yeah. So how did you do it?
Well, I noticed like when I first started blasting IGF-1 and other similar peptides, and I trained my calves every day, they were growing, like just as fast as any other muscle. But when I was natural and I went through every calf training protocol you could think of, they barely grew. A lot of work trying to build my calves as natural, barely grew. Then just even 1 week on IGF-1, insulin and growth hormone, boom, my calves start growing.
So you didn't change anything on calf training, you just changed the gear?
Yeah, because as a natural, I tried every type of calf training there was. They just never grew. I mean, if you look at my mom and my grandfather on my mom's side, there's no calves. It's definitely genetic. Put us all three next to each other, 3 generations, no calves whatsoever. I had no calves. But now I have like average calves.
What do you think about injecting the IGF in the muscle, in the calf?
You could, but it works well enough systemically. Like when I do a mass blast, I don't inject any one muscle. Yeah. I just inject it in my glute, and seems to work just fine in my calves. Another thing is when we're doing a mass blast and we have IGF in our system, we can recover much faster, you can train calves every day. And then you also want to keep the blood flow, maximize the blood flow to the calves. And you're eating all these calories, but you want to really push it in the muscle. Like you want to pump in the muscle all day long. Like you see some of these bodybuilders walking around, their muscles look like they're going to explode, the veins are popping out, they're just full all the time. Like you want that feeling in the muscle you want to grow 24/7 while you're on a mass blast, while you have the calories and the protein and the carbs and the hormones going into the muscle, pushing the muscle, keep it in the muscle, and you're growing 24 hours a day.
So that's how your calves gonna grow.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.